Imagine a place where a parking lot looks like a car show and a quick drive to lunch can cost more than most people's yearly salary. In Monaco, this isn't fiction. It's a daily routine. And the people living this life aren't just rich, they're playing in a completely different financial universe. Monaco and Beverly Hills share a similar kind of luxury, but Monaco has a twist. It's tiny, exclusive, and home to more billionaires per square meter than anywhere else on Earth. But what really happens in this billionaire playground? What makes so many wealthy women choose to drive some of the most outrageous cars through these narrow coastal streets? Stay with this because what you're about to see goes beyond money. It's a lesson in how extreme wealth changes the meaning of status, value, and even happiness. At first glance, Monaco looks like a postcard come to life. The blue Mediterranean water, the yachts docked like floating mansions, and the roads filled with machines that cost more than entire apartment buildings. But the real story starts with who's behind those wheels. Every morning, the streets of Monte Carlo transform into something that feels like a moving luxury showroom. You'll see a rose gold Lamborghini Urus driven by a lady in designer sunglasses heading to Café de Paris, followed by a Rolls-Royce Cullinan wrapped in matte white, driven by someone who looks effortlessly calm, as if she doesn't even notice the hundreds of eyes watching. Here's the interesting part. Most of these cars aren't just toys. They're financial statements. In Monaco, owning a car like this isn't about transport, it's a form of currency, a symbol that opens doors to elite circles where deals worth millions can start with a single handshake over espresso. But how do they afford this? And more importantly, what do these lifestyles teach us about money itself? The answer lies in how the rich use assets differently. While most people see a car as a depreciating expense, billionaires often turn it into content, reputation, and access. A perfectly customized Ferrari can bring sponsorships, brand partnerships, or even global visibility. That's why you'll notice so many of these women have massive online followings. They understand attention is a new kind of wealth. Now picture this. A convoy of pastel-colored supercars gliding along the coastal roads between Monaco and Nice. Each car perfectly coordinated for Instagram reels, with photographers waiting at scenic turns. This isn't a random drive. It's a performance, one that builds influence and multiplies their brand value every time a video goes viral. But here's where it gets fascinating. Many of these billionaire ladies didn't start rich. Some are entrepreneurs, investors, or heiresses of family businesses that mastered the art of private investing. What they share in common is the mindset that money is a tool for positioning. Let's pause here for a second. Think about this. If you had unlimited money, what would you drive? Most people would pick a Lamborghini or a Bugatti. In Monaco, that's considered normal. The real competition is in the details: rare custom interiors, diamond-stitched seats, limited editions with only 10 ever made. It's not just luxury, it's scarcity that creates status. That scarcity mindset is exactly how billionaires think about assets. The fewer there are, the higher the value. This is why exclusive property in Monaco sells for over $10,000 per square foot. It's not just real estate, it's a vault of prestige. Every apartment overlooking the marina is a quiet investment disguised as a view. As the sun sets, you'll see another transformation. The streets glow with the reflections of supercars cruising past the Monte Carlo casino. The sound of engines echoing off marble walls feels like a reminder that in this city, power is visible. Here's something few people realize. Monaco doesn't tax personal income. That means every dollar earned stays with you, creating one of the most financially efficient lifestyles on Earth. It's not just about glamour, it's about protection. The rich don't come here only to show off, they come here to preserve what they've built. But let's look closer at the social dynamic. You'd expect rivalry, maybe competition among these women driving rare cars. Instead, it's often collaboration. They host private networking dinners, charity galas, and business meetings that start in penthouses and end on yachts. Its influence compounding over time, a quiet club where access is everything. And then there's Beverly Hills, a different world but with the same energy. The streets of Rodeo Drive may look more open, but the psychology is similar. In both cities, appearance is currency. You're not just showing what you have, you're signaling your position in a hierarchy that most people don't even see. Think about this for a second. A car that costs $400,000 might lose value over time, but if it helps you attract investors, clients, or media attention, it becomes a profit center. This is how the rich redefine what an expense really is. It's not about spending less. It's about spending strategically. Back in Monaco, late-night scenes tell a different story. A woman in a silver McLaren 720S pulls into the Fairmont Hotel. She steps out, greets a friend, and walks straight into a private dining room overlooking the sea. The cars outside are silent, but they speak volumes. Each one represents an empire, a business, or a family legacy worth millions. Now here's the paradox that makes this world so fascinating. The richer people become, the quieter they get about money. What's loud are the symbols around them. The cars, the watches, the architecture, they communicate wealth without saying a word. This is where most viewers misunderstand the Monaco lifestyle. It's not just about excess. It's about control. Every decision, from the color of a car to the view from a terrace, is calculated to project stability and confidence. You might be wondering what living here actually costs. Let's break that down in simple terms. A modest apartment in Monaco can cost around $5 million. Parking alone can be hundreds of thousands. And that's before you add maintenance, staff, and private security. But those who live here don't see it as expense, they see it as insulation. Safety, privacy, and access to a world where rules bend for wealth. Here's something that surprises most people. Many of these billionaires are rarely seen. The faces you spot in the cars or cafes are often the visible fraction of a much larger story. The real wealth sits quietly in holding companies, real estate portfolios, and trust funds scattered across continents. And yet, even at this level, there's a constant competition for relevance. Being rich isn't enough anymore. Visibility matters. That's why social media has become the new Monaco Yacht Club, a place to be seen, to shape perception, and to stay at the top of the conversation. But let's circle back to the question that keeps people watching videos like this. What makes this life so magnetic to the rest of us? It's the illusion of freedom. The ability to move anywhere, buy anything, and answer to no one. But here's the truth few notice: behind the beauty, there's constant management. The properties, the staff, the image, the security, all of it requires structure. Freedom at this level is expensive to maintain. Still, there's a quiet lesson hidden in the noise of those roaring engines. The most successful people here didn't chase lifestyle first. They built leverage. The cars and mansions came after the systems that made them financially independent. That's the real takeaway from the Monaco billionaire scene. It's not about the cars or the parties. It's about positioning yourself where money works harder than you do. Watch closely at those convoys of Rolls-Royces and Bentleys. Behind each one is a story of patience, timing, and strategic thinking. These people didn't just get lucky, they understood how to align their money with influence. And maybe that's why the Monaco lifestyle fascinates so many people. It's not just a display of wealth, it's a mirror of what financial mastery looks like when taken to the extreme. Every sound of a revving engine on the Boulevard des Moulins is more than noise. It's the sound of capital in motion. A moving reminder that wealth, when handled with strategy, becomes art. So the next time you see a billionaire lady driving a Bugatti through Monaco, remember this. You're not just watching luxury. You're watching financial intelligence, confidence, and decades of decisions converging into a single, effortless moment. And that's the real secret hidden behind the glittering streets of Monaco. It's not about being seen, it's about owning your world so completely, you never have to explain it.